Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for clicking on 5 News Web News. It is Tuesday, March 19th. I'm Brittany Hoke.
And I'm Matt Heckel, and here are some of the top stories we've been following here on 5 News today. We're actually following a story out of Harrison County right now after the prosecuting attorney confirmed to 5 News that a man was inside a classroom at Salem International University with a black box claiming to have a bomb.
That's right, but we've since learned that that man has been caught. However, there is still a concern over the possibility that a bomb is still inside of his car at the university. A bomb squad was being called in to check out that situation. Now, this also comes after reports of a bomb threat at the DOH in Doddridge County and an evacuation of students at Philip B. Elementary School to the middle school. Right now, police are trying to figure out if all of this is connected, but again, the man who was reportedly inside of Salem International is now in custody as police work to figure out if there is any other threat to the school. We'll be following this all day and have more information tonight on First at 5.
Yeah, meanwhile, a training accident at the Hawthorne Armington Depot in Nevada has ended in the deaths of 7 Marines. The Marine Corps says the accident happened around 10 o'clock last night. Several others were injured and were taken to area hospitals. The identities of the victims have not been released at this time. The cause of that explosion is still under investigation.
And the man who was a suspect in an Amber Alert case involving a teenage mom and her daughter last week is now facing even more charges in Upshur County. This time, he's charged with a 3rd sexual abuse charge in an unrelated case. Troopers told 5 News yesterday that another juvenile victim claims that 57-year-old Marjol Tenney had sex with her, got her pregnant, and that victim also apparently told police that Tenney arranged the marriage of her and her husband. Now, he was arrested on 2 counts of sexual abuse by a parent or guardian on Wednesday. This happened when officers caught him on I-79 after he allegedly took the 2 girls from Rock Cave last Tuesday night. Tenney is scheduled to appear in magistrate court on Wednesday and Friday. And a former Shinston police officer arrested last week for multiple charges has waived his preliminary hearing. The Harrison County Sheriff's Department arrested Charles Henning as he went to work at the Shinston Department last Tuesday night. According to police, Henning wrongfully took prescription drugs from a number of people for the past 2 years. He's currently being held at the North Central Regional Jail on a $175,000 bond. There is no court date set just yet, but stay with 5 News for any more updates.
Well, police are looking for a man who apparently held up a tobacco store early yesterday morning. Clarksburg police say a man with a gun walked into the Smoke Time Sam store on Emily Drive when the store was closing at around 1 a.m. He's described as being 5'10" and weighing around 220 pounds. He had on blue coveralls and a mask. Nobody was hurt. Police are still trying to figure out what he got away with. If you have any information, you can call the Clarksburg Police tip line. Their number is 624-1625.
And a home was destroyed by a fire in Mon County over the weekend, and now the state fire marshal is trying to figure out what started it. That fire happened at around 6 o'clock on Saturday at a home on Grafton Road. Firefighters told us 3 people were home at the time, but luckily all of them were able to make it out safely. Family members said that they thought that fire started in a back bedroom, but officials with the state fire marshal's office have not been able to confirm that for us. And the state fire marshal is also looking into a fire that burned at a garage in Barber County for over a week. They still haven't released the official cause of the fire at Sisolak Garage. That fire finally burned out Sunday morning and Talbot Road was reopened. It started after the owner heard an explosion on March 8th. In the meantime, fire crews had to keep the Southern States truck that was inside cool because they were worried that it might explode. Last Thursday, officials decided to close part of Talbot Road as a safety precaution, and 2 families even left their homes as well. As soon as we hear anything new, we'll let you know.
And while crews in Barber County were able to douse that fire, emergency responders a little further north are still looking to put out a fire that's been burning for nearly a week underground at the Blacksville No. 2 mine. Smoke was detected last week coming out of an air shaft at the mine. Luckily, all the miners that were working at the time were able to get out safely. CONSOL officials say they've drilled a total of 15 boreholes to try and put that fire out. Over the weekend, they started shooting nitrogen on the fire. They say they have no idea on when that mine will reopen. And let's take a quick look at what our newsroom is working on for tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. First up, more details into that bomb threat this morning, both at the DOH as well as Salem International University. We're going to tell you what investigators are saying.
Yeah, and we're going to have an update on the fire at a mine in Blacksville this week. And tomorrow is the first day of spring, but is it going to feel like it out there? We're going to have a look at your first alert forecast coming up tonight on First at 5 and 5 News at 6.
That's going to do it for us here. Be sure to tune in tonight for all that and more. Until then,
have a great day, everybody.